Hi everyone, Bruce Swartz here from Montreal, Quebec. I own a 14-inch telescope, high definition 14-inch telescope, and this is the moon. Let's go back only a couple minutes. This is a great video looking at the constructions that I recently showed. Do you notice how I trimmed down and cut the image in half so that the craters and comparisons will be a little bit closer? If you don't see the comparisons properly, don't worry. On the top, there are two different craters. It's the same crater, but they look different because on the right has an extra wall than on the left. And it's just quite simply that I wanted to show you. And I'm going to go as far as saying whether it be because there's more smoke on the surface there or not. Here, I'm going to bring down the exposure more than I did on the other video. And of course, it's working on these videos. It's not just zooming in and looking at something. You got to get a clear night. By the way, look at that rectangle. That's where Apollo 17 would have landed. We're going there right after. Check it out. There's changes with both craters, both on top and the bottom. One's more circular on the right, the one that's on the bottom. But we can see just the addition and one extra wall on the top. So if you don't see it properly, it's not because you're blind. It's not because you're crazy. Norma C. The screens. How's it going, Norma? The screens of everyone are different. Some people have big screens, small screens, 8K screens, 4K screens. Don't feel bad if you don't see it. I show plenty of structures. We're going to see more in the video later. And there it is there. We can see it quite well. This is the extra wall. And that just extra wall is about 7, 8, 9, maybe 6, 7, 8 kilometers extra long. It's right beside where Bereshit would have crash landed. But Mare Serenitatis is a very interesting mare. There's that wall there again. I guess I can show it a couple more times here. Now you can see here, I don't like it too sharpened, but I had to try to show it to you. We're a little too close here. Sometimes it's not about getting in close. The ideal is about being clear. You see that? 1, 2, and 3. 3 sides. Let's see that one more time. And here we're back over to the 2018 one where there's that wall missing. So that's enough of that. In reality, the mare here is beautiful mare. Lots of colors, lots of greenery. There's that rectangle there that you can see over on the right. And here what I'm doing is I'm converting it. Have you ever heard of a negative image? That's exactly what we're looking at. And over to the right, you can see a rectangle-ish object. Pretty much perfectly symmetrical, and that's where Apollo 17 supposedly landed, to the right of that square. Did you know that there were 3 main lines, probably power lines or energy lines of some type, going to 3 energy sources, and exactly where Apollo 17 declared having landed? Now, that tells me that if nobody's seen those lines, I honestly don't understand how, over the years, people did mention it. But I'll tell you what, I think in a way I do understand it. You see there, the ejecta cut off? How the hell would they have cut off the ejecta? That's not natural. So that means there was ejecta on the ground, and they cut it off by the rectangle. 1, 2, 3 light sources. There are the 3 lines. What do you think of that? Apollo 17 moon landing area. 3 light sources connected to 3 lines. Let's go see that one more time. There's the rectangle. We're going to take our time here as we're and see there's ejecta there, a white line that's literally cut off or going down into the ground and bent downwards. 1, 2, 3 light sources connected to 1, 2, 3 lines. And guys, the lines are climbing up the bloody mountain. So there's no way in hell that that's ejecta. And those 3 lines are straight as a board. So let's see that one more time. There's the rectangle, ejecta cut off. You can see there's a square with light sources inside it. Now I'm going to show you 3 objects billowing with smoke right now. 1, 2, 3. All the lines going towards the right, symmetrically, side by side, all distance. together, all distanced, and that is exactly where Apollo 17 declared landing. Is it hard to see? A bit, but it's there. Copernicus crater, 50 kilometers right underneath it, maybe 100 kilometers. We're pretty close now. There's structuring there. You think NASA wouldn't mention the structuring? That's what the bases look like, and there's a line, a pipe passing over on the right there, you see it, and on the left you see the different types of materials. That's definitely not snow there. It's a symmetrical structure, has all cutout angles, and it's over top of a dark structure. They're both together, aside from, of course, the UFO lights. So here's only with the conversion, without the exposure taken down, and look, hard to see, but not impossible to see, and those are really the structures. Want to keep it short and sweet, this video, so that we can maybe get interested people. 20 minutes too long? Well, look at this. Something lifting up off the surface, and then I'll reverse the clip, quite simply. Something lifting up off the surface, and reversing the clip. We're on the east side. Now, I hope to impress you, my friends. A lot of people say, how do you get in so close to Eratosthenes crater? That's Eratosthenes crater. We're going to zoom into Eratosthenes crater. Where is it located? It's just at the end of the Apennine Mountains that you see its tail there. Looks like a dragon head, actually, with the head and the tail. There it is, upside down, as we're going up, Eratosthenes crater. And that crater, I'm going to show it to you, the whole screen, close up, so that you see all the smaller rocks that are around it that you see are small right now, and inside the crater, and where the Apennine Mountains go into the crater, you'll see there's an actual constructed object. Oh, it's clear as day, and that's what we're going to see in real close-up footage. But keep looking at that crater. There you go. So say to yourself, if I'm trying to fake this, look at all those little rocks beside the crater, inside too. If I was faking this, it would be easy. If only one of those rocks were not in a close-up image of NASA, it wouldn't be the real image. But it's real. It's real for sure. And that's Eratosthenes crater real close. UFOs are continually being seen on the moon. A couple of you saw the UFOs in the last video, 2022 side, a UFO going right by. One I didn't even see myself. So, you start to wonder. Here's a good one. See the craters? People always wondered how I zoomed into the craters, which is very silly. If I'm this close, it's because I can get in a lot closer. This is the sinus iridum promontorium at the end. There you go. And you can see at the back more structures further away, which I'd never be able to get into. But a very interesting set of lines in the sinus iridum promontorium. So here it's clarified. And now zooming in just a little bit. Zoom in with the scope. I was already zooming in with the scope. Pretty freaking close too. And look at that. I'm not zooming in very much, am I? I could bring that whole block real close up, right? But what you're really thinking of is this, right? Right? That's what I'm thinking of. Actually, the three lines that I just showed you. I want to show you two more times, please. One light source, two light source, three little piggies. And that's the market. That's the way to the market. Three lines. Guys, we have the governments here on Earth killing each other for oil and the power of energy, amongst many other fields. But we're looking at lines on the moon and energy sources that, hello, they're doing the same freaking thing on the moon as they're doing here. Someone this afternoon said, Bruce, I noticed the continents, they're the lines, look like the continents on Earth. Yes, yes, yes. Check it out. Thanks for listening, everyone. there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter 'cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming